G'day guys, this is Rob from Troutlore.com.au, Australia's fly tying specialist store. Today we're tying a fly that's getting a bit of attention lately given that it's winter lake fishing season down here in Australia. It's the F.A.B or Foam Arsed Blob. It follows on from our blob video a couple of weeks ago, whereas this one features the foam in the rear that helps it float up from the bottom of the water as you run it with a sinking line. To achieve that, we use little foam cylinders that we cut ourselves using the Upavon Gunville foam cutters. So before we get started, let's see the process for that, get a couple of them drilled out, and then we'll be right back to the vise. So to create the foam butt for this fly, we're using these Upavon Gunville foam cutters. They come in a set of 6, even though not all 6 are in the pack there at the moment. I've got one loaded up into the trusty F.A.B drill. It goes in like an ordinary chuck and rotates quite easily. And we're using a yellow foam block. We don't want to drill into the bench, so I'm taking another block that's been drilled to buggery. That goes underneath, holding that firmly, and on a high speed rotation, all we need to do is run through like that, and then with our bodkin we just slide it out, and there we go, perfect little foam cylinder. So let's cut up a couple more. All we need to do is on the high speed rotation, in she goes. And then with our bodkin, we just slide it out from the groove there. And again, a perfect foam cylinder. So we got a few of those ready to go. We'll jump back to the vise and get tying. Now we've got our foam ready to go. So let's get started. We are coming in with a Firehole 637 hook in a size 8. It's time in a size 6, size 10, 12, whatever suits you, and whatever fairly short shank wet fly hook you like to work with. It doesn't really have to be this one. Anything will do the trick, just that these are ones that I'm using at the moment. From there, we're going to use some yellow UTC 140 thread. Start that off about a hook eye's distance behind the hook eye. Start running that down to the bend of the hook where we trim off the excess, clean that up, and bring our thread forward to about the point of the hook. Then we take our foam cylinder, we're going to insert the tip of our scissors right into the center of it, push them up about 1/4 of an inch in. We'll cut to create a little slit, then that can sit like so on the hook shank. You'll see that given that we've drilled these out to be a little bit smaller than the gape, once you put that slit in, it's only taking up about 1/5 of the hook gape before we even crush it. Then a couple of loose wraps with our thread, pull up and lock that into place. Then we can cross wrap over all that foam, and we basically want to crunch all that down so it's not taking up any space in the gape of the hook. Just capturing that little bit there that's getting in the way, and then clean that up. We're ready for the next step. For this one, we're using the fluoro green Upavon Fritz, especially for the blobs. We'll take a length of this, and before we start tying it in, we just want to peel away some of that material from the core. So you just pluck it off like so, taking about a 1/4 of an inch out. And once we've done that and revealed the core, that gives us a nice spot to tie in. Capture that nicely, and then run our thread down to the hook eye. Now there's not much left to do here, we just need to wrap this forward, ensuring that the fibres are continually facing to the rear of the hook. So it's just a little bit of shimmying around as we work forward, as this is twisted around the core, making sure that we cover up everything that's underneath, and taking about 5 or 6 wraps forward just to cover that hook shank completely. Get one more in probably. No, we'll get even one more in. Brings us right to the front, and then we can capture that with our thread. 1 wrap over, 2 wraps over, pull it all back, and a few wraps in front just to start a thread dam, and then we'll put another wrap over the chenille itself and lock that off with a 1/2 hitch. Then we can come in with our scissors nice and close, trim off that chenille, and then preening everything back, just build up that little thread dam slightly, and then whip finish. Do a 3 or 4 turn whip finish twice over, so that way it's not going anywhere when the trout's teeth get into the thread. And just to be doubly sure, we'll take our bodkin with a little bit of Loon water-based head cement and apply that to the thread so that's not going anywhere. At this stage we just work our way around, make sure that there's no errant fibres, trim them out, preen all that back, and then we just need to trim off the rear. It only needs to extend ever so slightly past the material itself. 1 sharp smooth snip, and there you have it, ready to go. The Foam Arsed Blob with a weighted line. It'll be drawn down to the bottom, and then that foam will keep it suspended in the water column just off the bottom. You can tie these in yellow, green, pink, orange, all very popular colours. Mix up the colour of the foam to offset the colour of the chenille, or even do 2 different colours of chenille in there for additional attractant. Either way, give them a shot. They're catching fish all over the world and will continue to do so. All the materials as usual are available from the Troutlore Flytying store. The materials list is down there in the description. Thank you for watching. As always, if you like the video, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel so you get updates when new videos come out, and happy tying.